Jose Angel from Telemundo. I want to ask you a little bit because Donald Trump has said before that he will revoke the temporary protective status of some migrants in Ohio. And I want to ask you, what's your plan? Will you support that? The same thing for migrants in different communities, not just Haitians, Venezuelans, or Mexicans in general that are applying for asylum, which is basically a program that is legally based. And what would you do with them if you would revoke them or not?
Well, there are, of course, so many differences between Donald Trump's approach to the border and Kamala Harris's approach to the border. But this particular issue, I think that what Kamala Harris has done is she has used programs that are meant to help people who are escaping tyranny, and she's used it to grant amnesty to millions upon millions of people who have no legal right to be in the country, and that has to stop. Because here's what happens. Here's what happens when Kamala Harris grants millions upon millions of people legal status. Well, number one, they're entitled to housing benefits. So one, that's unfair to American taxpayers, but that also means a lot of American citizens are getting kicked out of their homes because they can't compete with the government-subsidized rent that a lot of illegal immigrants are getting. When you do this, I mean, in Arizona schools right now, we have got thousands upon thousands of children who can't even speak the local language in Arizona. Sometimes they don't even speak Spanish, of course, because we've got illegal immigrants coming from all over. What does that do to the education of American children when their teachers aren't teaching them, but they're focused on kids who don't have the legal right to be here? And again, nothing against the children, but we can't have a border policy that ruins the quality of American education. That is not compassionate to the American children that I have a responsibility to.